Everyone, congratulations on the new series Perimeter for BET Plus. It is such a fascinating series. We love it. Can't wait to how this turns out. So, Armani, I'm going to throw the first question to you: Is where the original idea came from for Perimeter?
Well, when I first moved from New York, then to Los Angeles, when I came to Atlanta to work with Tyler Perry, we were working on this documentary, and then I started doing research on Atlanta and seeing all these amazing stories about the culture, about the Olympics coming to the city, and how young it was, and to what it has become today. Researching all these things, we realized that no one has ever brought these stories to life. And to make this type of show with this amazing cast, it's just been such a great opportunity. When I brought it up to Tyler, he thought it was a home run, and we got it done.
That is terrific. Ava, Tatiana, tell us what initially drew you that you want to be a part of Perimeter.
I read the script and I was instantly hooked. It's crazy because I think I only received maybe 3 or 4 pages for the audition, and I was instantly magnetized to Paige and the story, and I wanted to know about her friends and her family and who she's going to be. And it's very rare as an actress that you receive a script and you feel compelled to do it, and that's what you hope for. You hope that you do receive a script and you feel like you want your intuition to draw you towards it. And that's exactly what Armani did when he wrote the script. And it was exactly like I thought it was going to be and more when we went to shoot it, because it was a great experience.
Tatiana?
Yeah. For me, I had 2 scenes. I auditioned for it. I was excited to audition for something that was a Tyler Perry Studios project, because I've never worked for Tyler Perry Studios before, and almost every actor I know that has worked, honestly, has been like, "Girl, you ever get the chance, do it." And but then, I loved the material. It was a scene between Connie and her husband, and Donovan Christie Jr.'s character. Then we had a work session after, maybe a week or so after, and I actually got to work with Armani and Donovan, and as Connie, and work through those scenes. And then I absolutely wanted it. I was like, "Oh my God, I hope I get this," because it was such a great experience.
Now, how did you develop the family chemistry for the Dawn family, Tatiana and Ava? And how much of the family drama is in the series itself between everyone and you two interactions?
I mean, I could talk about developing the family dynamic, the marriage, their history. Donovan and I talked a lot about the history with Armani, with Ava, just spending a lot of time together. There was a lot of rehearsal time to do these 4 episodes, and that's something that's kind of rare. It's very rare in television to have that much. And it was wonderful. We got a chance to create the backstories, develop the relationships. In terms of where it's going, that's Armani. I don't know.
And no, honestly, the way that the Dawn family, Tatiana, Ava, and Donovan, how they came so prepared with the homework that they've done. It was very, very easy for me as a director. It's a dream come true to be like, okay, you got it. All right, let's shoot the rehearsal, because it was just, they were so on point, and they really did seem like a family. Like it was literally one of the most incredible things I've seen as a director. And at this point, I've directed over 100 episodes of television, and to see how everyone clicked, that's when I knew that something what we had was special.
Um, Armani, in the case with this series, there's so many different little stories. How do you balance it all out for yourself? I mean, it is like such a complicated crime web in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think more so than crime, I think I'm more driven about the decisions that the characters make within their own stories and how they're interwoven. I think that as I'm writing it, I don't really think about oh, I need to make this more complicated. Let me add another character. It's more so like the characters kind of like speak to me while I'm writing. I learned that from Tyler. And, speaking to all these guys, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what do you think your character is thinking about? And then they will tell me some things. I'm like, and we made changes on the fly. Like Tatiana came to me with an idea a couple of times. Ava was like, "Hey, well, what if I did this?" I'm like, that could be interesting. And then, you know, as we progress, that's the beautiful thing about artists, a living, breathing thing. And when you have amazing artists that you're collaborating with, you know, sky's the limit.
Most excellent. And one main last thing for everyone. I mean, you know, this series occurred during the 1990s, and I want to know is what was it like to transport back to the 1990s? Because to me, I lived through the 1990s, and I still remember the 1990s, and I felt like it's just yesterday, and then someone reminded me it was 30 years ago. So.
Yes. No, I mean, go ahead, guys.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing to go back in time. I feel like the 90s, even though it was 30 years ago, it never left because we still listen to the same music, we still wear the same clothes. And it was great to just go back in time and to be able to put on clothes that my mom may or may not have worn when I was her age was a dope experience.
For the you know, there's a universal quality and a timeless quality to the story, the production design and the care that was put into the costumes. I mean, I was wearing like a jumpsuit with like shoulder pads and all of that, you know, the work of all those other artists is what brought me into that time for sure. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, oh my gosh, my mom wore this is what my mom wore.
Man.
It's great, magical.
Both excellent. Well, everyone, thank you very much for carrying this conversation with us about Perimeter on BET Plus. Can't wait for the whole world to actually check it out and relive Atlanta during the 1990s. Thank you very
Sure.
much.
Thanks, Gig. Appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you.